Welcome to VidNet, India's first ever focused OTT ecosystem get-together. Video on the internet or network, that's the full form of VidNet. The world of content consumption, video content consumption is changing today. There was a time when we used to huddle together in a theater to watch a live performance in the form of plays. Following that, we captured visuals on canvas with the help of charcoal and a brush and some pigments, and a select few got to enjoy the work, the paintings, the beautiful paintings. The still camera came by, and we could capture a slice of real life and have it with us for eternity in the form of a picture or a photo frame or an album. Then came the era of moving pictures, where we as viewers could go to a cinema hall and watch the storytelling of great creators. Television followed, and different forms of storytelling came in as families huddled around the one-eyed god and soaked up everything that came upon it. Then came the internet, where from an information and business tool, it has transformed into one which provides social engagement, e-commerce, and even entertainment courtesy video delivery sites such as YouTube and now Facebook. This was something you consumed individually or in a smaller group. But now it's the age of the mobile device, whether a smartphone or a tablet, and viewing has become extremely personal. What I want to watch, when I want to watch, and wherever I want to watch. And to tap into this opportunity have come a score of video options, whether it's from organized OTT aggregators or original content curating platforms, or from the viral videos on YouTube or Facebook or Snapchat or Vine or WhatsApp, and what else will come up next, we really don't know. Or Instagram, and we really don't know where it's going to end. Plus, we are watching movies and linear TV and VOD content on our tablets and handsets. We, as a human race, have gone video crazy. According to latest data, in Q1 2017, 278 million Indian data users consumed 202 million gigabytes or petabytes of data, with an average of 720 MB per user being used in just these 3 months. Airtel maintained the lead as the market leader and generated a total of 45 petabytes of data, while Jio generated a total of 13 petabytes of data per month. During Q1, Airtel had 55 million subscribers. Vodafone had 47 million users, consuming a total of 28 petabyte. Jio's user base in the given month was 7 lakh users who consumed 13 petabyte. So the consumption on Jio is really very high. It's a smaller base, but the consumption is very high on that. In terms of Airtel, on Airtel, the consumption per subscriber was 810 megabytes per month per subscriber. Vodafone was at 590 megabytes per subscriber per month, while now let's look at what Jio is planning to do. It's looking at increasing its subscriber base to 2.5 million subscribers before its commercial launch and generate about 50 petabytes per month. The aim is to raise this figure to 100 million subscribers and 100 petabyte per month daily data within a year of its commercial launch. What's been happening on the data side is prices have been falling between 40–50% for prepaid subscribers of mobile. That's going to happen for the postpaid, prepaid. For the postpaid, it's going to follow very soon. Expect that to fall even further as Jio spreads and other competitors, the old-timers, also go ahead and shave prices further. Given time, the piece of what we say is data is too expensive. That will be solved in India. We don't know how long that's going to take. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, but that's going to be solved definitely. And data is going to become cheaper. And yes, consumers, as it becomes cheaper, consumers will move to consuming increasing amounts of video on the go or in their homes, on their smart TVs. According to one estimate, Hotstar has about 72 million subscribers, Ditto about 6 million. The rest of them have about 10 million or so between them. Vivek can give you better numbers. He'll be presenting very soon after I finish talking. Other published reports have suggested, Frost & Sullivan, there are about 66 million viewers on connected devices, and 1.3 million of these are subscribing to an OTT VOD service. There's good news in store, and it's bad news also. The Department of Telecommunication has imposed this penalty that if you're going to be using a torrent website, you're going to be liable and you're caught, you'll go to jail for 3 years. And if you log on to it, you're going to go to jail, and there's a fine of 3 lakh rupees. So that is possibly going to incentivize people to go legit, viewers to go legit. Let's look at, on the content side. TV produced about 132 shows in the past year, according to an estimate. Digital has churned out some 50 or 60 shows already in the past year. The numbers are going up. The numbers of viewership that's happening on these shows is running into millions and sometimes, going into double-digit millions. These numbers will ramp up as we get up to scale. Sports is getting traction. High-end English entertainment is also getting traction. Soaps will follow, and even linear TV, which is being run on platforms such as Ditto TV and Sony, is getting some traction. Industry will begin to data mine and understand what its consumer is watching and even target him to watch exactly what he wants to watch. So as the capabilities of the industry go up. Advertisers need to get smart and partner with the players in the ecosystem and not treat OTT as an ancillary to television. There is an audience out there which is consuming content on the go, and it's an engaged audience, as the speakers who follow through the day will tell you. Of course, advertisers and agencies will ask questions. They have to. They have to prove that they're getting the best ROI. And it's in the hands of the OTT players to actually come back with the answers that will allow them to prove to their clients and that they're actually getting them the best ROI. There's lots of opportunities in terms of advertising. There's content marketing, native ads, in-program placement. It's easier than on OTT than it's on content on OTT is easier than on television. Your advertisers will ask you very tough questions. Who's your customer? What's the watch time? You'll have to, what's a metric I should really examine? You'll have to get the answers. Do your people understand the data that you're putting out? It's going to be a tough battle ahead, but the answers will come as we go along. Another point I'd like to make is that, people have been saying AVOD is the way to go. Yes, initially, yes, but SVOD is going to grow. There'll be a small sliver which will grow as we go along of subscription video on demand customers. We don't have the numbers. It could be running into a few millions. But the take at indiantelevision.com is that sachet pricing is going to be extremely important for the OTT and ecosystem. The shampoo market has proved it, and many other markets in India have proved it, that Indian consumers want to pay in small numbers, small amounts, small value. Let the OTT ecosystem pay attention to this. Shows at low prices. Don't look at, getting 200 and 500 and 600 bucks. When you're going for that, there'll be a small sliver which will take to that. Look at sachet pricing. It's very important for the ecosystem. Yes, there are challenges of, collecting the money, doing deals, partnerships, payment gateways, but all these need to be put in place if the market has to come up to scale. That's my take on this morning. And thank you all once again for being here, and look forward to making Vidnet in the future a greater success. Thank you.